Hello everyone, and welcome back to the official return of the Cube 360. Here we are, back for 2015. Now, a lot of people have probably been asking, where the hell have Cube 360 videos been? That is a good question. It's a very good question. And, I don't know. But the important thing is they're back. They're back now. And we are in the toy room. Now, I am not going to be doing a walkthrough video today. We will be saving this for the next video. Instead, what I want to do is a pickups video from the last kind of year. Not really show you everything I got, just kind of more of the important things. Some of the stuff that's actually worth showing. So, yeah, without further ado, this is my 2014-2015 pickups video. So, I just came back from the Victoria Toy and Hobby Convention, which is in Victoria, BC, about 5 to 8 hours away from Vancouver. Always a favorite convention of mine. I've been 3 times now. I am big into toys as well. So some of you may not have known that. So this channel is about to evolve into a toy/video game video channel. So I hope you're okay with that. So I do collect a lot of toys. I'll be doing a toy walkthrough video of all the stuff I have in the next video. For this video though, we're going to go see what I bought and kind of game and a little bit of toy wise in the last year or so. So yeah, without further ado, let's take a peek into our magical bag of stuff that we just got today. Well, not just today, but stuff that we got over the last year. So let's take a peek into the bag and see what we have. So as I mentioned, I just came back from the Ultimate Toy and Hobby Convention in Victoria, BC. Before this, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I went to the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo here in Vancouver. It was just a couple weeks ago, and I picked up some stuff there as well. Not a lot of stuff, but that's why I want to do a bulk pickups video, because stuff that I got there wasn't that much to warrant its own video, so I did want to go to the Toy and Hobby Convention first until I did this video. And then there was actually a retro game convention in Vancouver last year that I never shot a video for, that I'll be including some of those things in this pickups video as well. So we do have a few kind of conventions that I went to worth of stuff that we're going to show here. So let's dig into it here. So I guess the first thing we have to show here is something that I've been looking for quite a while. I've always wanted one of these, and I will be embarrassed to admit that I paid a little bit too much for it. I probably should have shopped around. I actually have been shopping around for it, but I just never find it at a good price. It is the Super Nintendo 2, or Super Nintendo Mini, or Super Nintendo Junior, or whatever you want to call it. SNES Mini. The version that came out when the Super Nintendo was basically dying. I've always wanted one of these because I've always really liked the model, just the smaller version model. As opposed to the big cloaky one. I don't know what it is. I've always wanted one of these, and here we go. I have it, and I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it. People that probably have good software can probably zoom in on the sticker. Actually, the sticker price is not correct on here. I paid less. So if you do have software that zooms in and you saw it and you're like, what the hell? I didn't pay that for it, don't worry. But I'm still not comfortable admitting what I actually did pay for it. So we'll put that one aside. I got all the hookups as well, controller and all that. So full, complete Super NES 2. Now all I need is the NES top loader. That is another thing that I've been looking for. While we're on the topic of systems, I will also show you, I picked up this guy here. The Super Famicom. Yeah, the Japanese version of Super Nintendo. So I finally picked up one of these as well. So that is a neat addition to the collection. Super Nintendo is my favorite gaming system of all time, and now I have all the Super Nintendo versions. the Japanese version, the North American version, and the mini version. So we are complete with Super Nintendo. Now the reason why I got the Super Famicom here is for this guy right here, which those who watch, it's so hilarious how these things kind of work out, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to come back, Cube 360 is going to be back, and I'm going to do a review video of this game here when I get my Super Famicom. And this game sat on my shelf for a year, and I finally just picked up the Super Famicom 2 weeks ago at the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. So, and meanwhile, while I waited, Retro Liberty, if you watch them, had some guest star that, there's some new, like, reproduction roundup thing they do, I don't know, with some random guy, I don't know how they know him, but he just comes in now and then, he's like, hey, I got a new game to show you guys, and it's usually a game that's like a reproduction card, or a game that hasn't been released in North America, and lo and behold, he did a review on Mario and Wario. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do a review of Mario and Wario, because the Cube 360 is all about obscure game reviews, right? It's all about strange things that are out of the norm. That's what the Cube 360 is. We don't want to talk about Destiny. We don't want to talk about Halo. We don't want to talk about Super Mario World. We want to talk about the hidden gems that people don't really get to. That's what the Cube 360 is all about. It's all about those hidden gems, you know, fan favorites, Mario and Wario. So, we got a complete set of Mario and Wario here. It has a mouse, and it has the mouse pad, or whatever you want to call it, and a game. Mario and Wario. And I think we got this for like $20 or something. It was, these Super Famicom games are really, really cheap here in Vancouver. I don't know why they're so damn cheap, but whenever there's a convention, these things are virtually dirt cheap. It says 30 up here, but I think we got it for a little cheaper. I know for a fact we got it cheaper. The guy gave it to us for a little cheaper. Mario and Wario is kind of like a click and puzzle game. You like Wario doesn't like Mario and his friends, so they threw like buckets on his head, or like a mushroom on his head, or a pumpkin on his head. So that kind of confuses Mario, and he doesn't know what to do. And then you got to kind of click it and kind of, like, there's a bunch of hazards, like, you know, you got to build the blocks, or stop the water from flowing, or flick a switch and with the mouse, and it clicks, so the Mario character keeps walking. You can't stop him, but you got to kind of control him to kind of get him over to the other side. It's kind of like Lemmings. Think of like Lemmings, you know. So that was that. We will probably play that shortly, but I guess no more review, because Retro Liberty already did one. So while we're on the topic of Super Famicom here, we did get a couple games. We got Rushing Beat. Could have sworn there was another Super Famicom game here that I can't find. But I got Rushing Beat. It's a beat-em-up game that was not released here in North America. So Rushing Beat, it's made by Jelco. So the same company that did like Rival Turf and games like that. So those were pretty good games. So I'll give this one a try. I looked it up on my phone, a little YouTube video before purchasing it. It looked pretty cool. Figure why not? Okay. We also got F-Zero for the Super Famicom, because I do not have a copy of F-Zero for the regular Super Nintendo. And I want to kind of get games for the Super Famicom that I don't already have for the Super Nintendo, because, you know, who wants doubles? So this game here, I think it was $15 in box, complete in box, which is great. But see what I mean about Super Famicom games being cheap here? Like, this game boxed for Super Nintendo would probably be like $30 or $40, but like the North American version. But yeah, Super Famicom games are cheap. Next up, we have Super Tetris 2, plus, I guess, what is this, Bombless? I don't know what it is, how you pronounce that, but Super Tetris 2, and, you know, puzzle game. You can never go wrong with puzzle game. More so for the girlfriend. She loves the puzzle games. Mario, she picked that one out as well, because she loves Wario. It's her favorite video game character of all time. So it was a no-brainer that we had to get Mario and Wario. which is funny because that game sat on our shelf for 1 year. I bought that at the last Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo, not the one that just passed, but the one before that in 2014 in April. So that sat on our shelf for almost a year, and then we got the Super Famicom just recently. That's about it for systems and Super Famicom, but I do have a couple more games here to show off. I picked up, this is kind of a funny story behind this, but I picked up GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64, and why this is a funny story is because I already have, or had, the box and manual for the game, and now I have the game. And this is actually going to be a Cube 360 exclusive right here. I'm going to put the cart in with the box right live for you guys right now. Check it out. I didn't do this. It sat on my shelf like this until I shot this video because I wanted to do this for you guys. So let's complete the game here. We got the manual and the cardboard sleeve and the box, and now the game is now in the box. I could tell you a funny story about why I have the box manual and why I don't have the game, but I don't want to take up too much time. We got a lot of stuff to get through here. We're already at 11 minutes, so I'll save that story for another time. Let's keep going here. What do we have next? So we got a bunch of NES games now that I've picked up. I'm only going for box-only games now. Boxed only, or complete in box. You know, I do not want to do loose carts anymore. I absolutely do not. I'm very picky. Since I shot my Super Nintendo and NES collection video like 3 years ago, like very first videos in this channel, if you go back 3 or 4 years ago, you'll see my Super NES pickups. As you could tell, I had no boxes. If you look at my Super NES collection now, I think all but 10 games have boxes. I have been hunting down the boxes like mad. And yeah, I'm almost done my NES too. NES has I think only 6 games left need boxed, and then I have them all. So I only buy games with boxes now. I do not buy loose carts. With that said, we got some good ones here, guys. Journey to the Silius, complete in box. This box is really nice looking too. This is almost mint condition. Another good mint condition box here, complete in box. MC Kids. Yeah, because sometimes you just need a video game about McDonald's, right? Next up, these boxes are in immaculate condition. Ooh, look at this. Shatterhand. Look at that condition of that box. It's a little dented in the corner there, but other than that, it still has the plastic on it from like the shrink wrap from when the game was new. Next up, we have, oh, this is a rare one. Metal Storm. Oh, yes, complete in box. Look at that, guys. Metal Storm for the NES, complete in box. And the last, well, not necessarily the last NES game I have here is Ninja Crusaders. Ninja Crusaders, and look at that one. Nice. Very nice. So most of these games here that I just mentioned, with the exception of MC Kids, were games suggested by other YouTubers that I watch, like Retro Liberty. I don't even remember who else. There are a couple other guys that. Ooh, that reminds me. I have another pickup to show you. Yeah, there's that other guy's name, Retro Gamer 3. There's a couple others. Sorry if I forgot you. I'm going to be doing a top 10 YouTube video as well. Top 10 of my favorite YouTubers that I watch. We got a lot of cool videos on the horizon, guys. So thanks for sticking with me over the years. For some odd, godforsaken reason, this channel has increased in volume over the last year. That I haven't done a damn thing for you guys. But I gained about 140 subscribers for doing nothing. So that's really impressive. So I thank you all for sticking through me, through this, me not making any videos. So with the exception of MC Kids, all these other games here, Journey to Silius, Shatterhand, Metal Storm, and Ninja Crusaders, were recommended from YouTube people that I watch. I never played those games as a kid, and they are good games. So I recommend, if you're looking for some new NES games to try out, this is what I'd recommend. Maybe with the exception of MC Kids. That was more of a joke. I know I wanted to buy it just because I used to play it as a kid, and I was like, you know what, MC Kids. All the way MC Kids. Let's see, what is next? Next game-related thing that I got here was a Castle Crasher here just recently at the Victoria Hobby and Toy Show here. We have the green Castle Crasher. Only $5. That is really neat. I have the red one somewhere in this room. He's over there. You will see him later on the tour video. But now he has a companion. He has the green Castle Crasher. So that is really cool. Let's see what is next. What is next? Next up, we have, this is a pickup from today. It's an NES game. The box is like absolutely beyond destroyed, but Mega Man 2. I am a huge fan of the Mega Man series. Box is pretty beaten up, as you can see. Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 are my two favorite games. I already have Mega Man 3 unboxed. I've been looking for a box, but that box is expensive as hell. And I saw a complete Mega Man 2 in box for $60, and I was like, you know what, for $60 with the box, I'll pick it up. I mean, I know it's a little more on the pricey side, but Mega Man 2 in box, you do not see that every day, and I didn't have the game yet. Mega Man 2 and 3, I figured I'd do it. Other than that, I think that's it for the gaming pickups. I have some toys here. I don't think I'm going to show those off because this is more so kind of a gaming channel. I know I said I was going to get more into toys as well. But I don't think you guys really care about pickups. This video is getting pretty long anyway. I don't want to be sitting here because there's a lot of toys here. And this is almost 20 minutes. So I don't want to sit here for another 20 minutes talking about toys when we talked about a lot of video games already. Just a couple more things before we go. Picked up another game here from eBay, probably about 6 months ago, maybe a little longer, 8 months ago, last summer, for the Super Nintendo. Nightmare Busters. A lot of you may or may not know what this is. This is a newly released Super Nintendo game. Came out a couple years ago, like 2013, something like that. But it is a new game, but it's not a new game, if that makes sense. This was a game that was featured in Nintendo Power way back in like 94, 95, and they had a screenshot and a description, you know, Nightmare Busters coming to Super Nintendo. But unfortunately, the company that was going to produce it went under, and they never finished the product. Fast forward to like 2010 or 2011, this company called Super Fighting Team purchased the rights of the game, and they dug it back up, and they polished it and finished it for everyone, and they re-released it as their own. So it's technically an old game, but it's technically new, and it's released kind of like a reproduction cart, kind of, you know, so it kind of looks funny. It doesn't look like your traditional Super Nintendo cart there. It's a little, I don't know how well you can see that, a little dark, but it's kind of a darker gray. You know, it doesn't have like the etch in the back of the Super Nintendo thing that would go there. There's no label on the top, so it's obviously a reproduction cart, or the game thrown onto a reproduction cart. What is my opinion on that? It's a good question. You're going to have to stay tuned for another Cube 360 video. Wow, we got a lot of videos for you guys coming up, don't we? I told you, we're back in action, guys. We're back in action. We're going to have a lot of content for you, so don't you worry about us disappearing here again. We're here for you guys. So time's ticking. We're almost at 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut this kind of short. I'm going to quickly show you a couple small little things here. There's a guy that my girlfriend knows from school way back when, named JJ. He does a lot of cool art for video game characters. I picked this up at the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. He was selling his art. We got a ToeJam and Earl drawing. So he does kind of characters from all video game related things. ToeJam and Earl are some of my favorite characters, so that is really cool. I got an Earthworm Jim one from him as well the year before, but I don't know where I put that one. But we got Earthworm, we got ToeJam and Earl now. And he also did, I also picked up this from him. This is super badass, guys. This is a Mega Man art poster of all the individual sprites, all the Robot Masters, done in a little cartoon form. Look at how cool that is. That is so cool. So that gives you an idea on the kind of style of art he does. This is really cool. That is really neat. But yeah, those are some really cool things that I picked up recently throughout my adventures. So, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for sticking through it. Thanks a lot for subscribing, guys. I appreciate every one of you that has subscribed and continues to watch my videos. So, thank you for all of that. Oh, one more thing. I cannot comment on videos, so I apologize if I seem like an ass and I don't respond to your comments. I cannot comment no matter what. I know there's a way of fixing it, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Google+. I don't care. It's one of the reasons why I went away. I'll get into that another day. This video is getting long. But I can't comment, so I apologize if I don't respond to your comments, guys. But I appreciate your comments. I love reading them. And congratulations on Zero X Shinobi's newborn kid. That is cool. So keep on rocking, guy. That is really awesome. I still watch you. Don't worry. I saw your comment on the last video that I was back. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through Zero and Korad 4, also known as Mephiles Luminous now. That's a shout out to you as well. So thank you guys for sticking through my videos, keeping subscribed during all this time, and keep subscribed for more content. We got some cool new videos on the way here. Once again, I appreciate it all, guys, and we'll see you next time.